Welcome to Scalping Addiction. My name is Eric. Today we're going to trade live crypto called AI16Z. So it's a coin that there's no intrinsic value. It's only a matter of trading and try to figure it out if there's bulls or bears momentums. So buyers and sellers. So what we will do, we will check first of all what Bitcoin has to offer to us. Okay, so in 15 minutes we have with Bitcoin a bear flag. A bear flag is there's no consolidation before after the descending trend. So there's only kind of what I call 1 foot. So there is no solid consolidation as a range or as a double, triple bottom. So it's like there's a downfall, and after that, right away there is an elevation of the price, but it's not sustainable. So it's supposed to go to the south and coming here. Well, at 107,436. So it's an average of minus 0.25% of descending price that we can expect from Bitcoin today on May 29 at 8 a.m. precisely Eastern time. So as we can see here, kind of maybe making it up or maybe not, because there's also candlestick that can tell us that after a descending candlestick it could be a bottom and to go and follow the trend of the bear flag. So we'll see, but for now there is more possibility to go to the south to this price, so it's bearish. If we go in 1 hour, okay, in 1 hour there's a possibility of what we call head and shoulders. It's a figure that is bearish. So what it means is that you have the first shoulder right here, as you can see, the head, which is higher than the other shoulders, and here you have the second one, the right one, and here we have our famous bear flag. So if the bear flag goes to this line, it will probably go down because it's a bearish figure. So we will, at this time, we will complete the head and shoulders, which has a bigger amplitude than the bear flag just here. So we can expect down price more than with the bear flag only. So it could bring Bitcoin to minus 3.48%. So it means at 106,969, so near $107,000. This is from the top. Sorry. So what I mean is that we have 3.48%. So what we have to do is just to postpone this to the 3.48%. So it could bring Bitcoin to $103,002.50. Could be a possibility if the bearish figure validated. So for now, it's the scenario that we can expect from Bitcoin. So between $103,000 and $107,000 if we have a bear flag confirmation. So this is for Bitcoin. So we're going to see what happens with AI16Z. Okay, so we'll go short term because as I mentioned, it's no, I didn't mention, it's all related to Bitcoin. So if there's a move from Bitcoin or trend, then the other altcoins are probably going to follow him. So depending of the charts or the figures, or they will follow Bitcoin. As you can see, AI16Z in 15 minutes right now is going down. It goes down. So if I look at Bitcoin, is trying to maintain, but is going down too. As you can see, it's really precise with the technical analysis. So is near the trend line, the ascending trend line. It would try to test. So if it's break out to the south, is going to pull back and try to, test the line and look at if there's reintegration in the channel or if there's really a rounding top, which is information. That's what I think. So that's why I think that Bitcoin should go through $107,436 in the short term, maybe in 1 or 2 days, and maybe to consolidate it after. We will see. To consolidate after, we will see. So this is for Bitcoin, and what I want just to show you is that when it goes down, AI16Z goes down, and I explained to you because here, okay, in 15 minutes, we had a double top. Explain to you very fast. Double top, it's the first top is higher than the second or equal, and here is higher. So it means the barriers are not there anymore. So for shorters, for instance, the place where you have to short is, I'll make a circle on it. It's right here, or if you want to be sure, could be at the second candlestick here. The best it is, because in this one we will not see in details, but I mean there was a lot of pullbacks. So sometimes it's on 5 or 1 minute time frames that it's easier to see. So for now we want just to have a clear portrait globally what happens. So after this this descending trend, we had a beautiful consolidation here. It's a kind of range. So it means that if it goes down or it goes up, there's more chance to be sustainable at this time. And what we had here, it's not very the beautiful, the more beautiful triangle, but it's a kind of symmetric triangle, which has been break out to the south. It's supposed to go high, to go for higher prices, but it's not the case here. And the reason why is because Bitcoin, but also because there was a kind of little double top here. So the little O, also we can say, yeah, that's a kind of, so it goes down with this. It's a bearish figure. So what it means here, if I just want to go further, there was a kind of, I try to make it easier to see, a kind of rounding top. So it starts, okay, the line is not created in 15 minutes. That's why it's not completely, you cannot say exactly where is the neckline in this time frame, but the neckline, more the time frame is higher, better it is as more reliable. So here there was a rounding top problem this morning. So this rounding top was like this. So if it does that, and it's like doing this right now, right away, so it means that it goes down. And it goes down with the amplitude usually, and it happens often that the amplitude is respected. So we tested minus 8.23%. So that's what we can expect if it goes down after many pullbacks. They have more chances right now to go down. And as you can see here we have the body of the candlestick. Here the candlestick during this time frame. So there's 10 minutes on the 15 minutes block done. It touched directly the neckline of this rounding top. So it's incredible, the precision. It's always like that. seriously in technical analysis, often you have confirmation of figure. We need the closing time for the confirmation, and there's always really good precision before, because there's a lot of bots that are trading, so that's the reason why. So here we have also another figure, which is what we call a reversal spike in ascending trend. What it means is that you have a, oops, sorry for the draw. So what it means is that here you have a clear, and here it was a kind of bear flag or something like that. So there's a clear uptrend, very fast, with no consolidation or almost no. And after that, you have the double top, but it's not necessary for a reversal spike, but that's the top, that's what I mean. And after that, it goes down, you have a range, and usually there's more probability, I don't know exactly the probabilities, but there's more probability that this will go down after. And it's the same thing but different for a reversal spike in descending trend. So it goes down very fast. It just goes up fast too, but maybe like here the range is really low, but usually it's at maybe I don't know, 50% of the movement or 40%. So you have this range who is created, and after that it goes down. So it's bearish in 15 minutes. 5 minutes as well, it's bearish. And you have, but I would trade in 1 minute, so that's why I would go fast on this. So we can see the precision, we can see here the it tried to break out here to the north, and there was a lot of pullbacks, and finally the bears won. So okay, and in 1 minute, this is where we are right now. This is the pulse of the market. This is when I trade for scalping. For scalping, I'm looking at a movement between 0.50% to the best percentage I can find. So on a setup. So and I'm using high leverage, like minimum 20% leverage. So it gives me a good really good profit at the end, if I'm okay with the figure and it goes well as well. But there's possibility with this kind of method, it is I'm an amateur, that it works. So it works often. It works more often than it doesn't work. So if we go fast where we were in the last minute, so it's like 2 hours before, we had a descending trend, and here we had what we called sorry, TNA, it's in French. So sorry, I'm just looking for something. Okay, here it was a rounding bottom, and you have also here a cup and handle. So you can see the handle here, it's always on the right, because the handle is made after the cup. So it's supposed to go up. That's what it does at the beginning. I mean, we weren't sure if it was only a rounding bottom or a cup and handle. And here with the handle, you can see that they tried to pass the neckline, but they didn't. So what it means is that they just go down. And the reason why they went down, I explain to you, it's that here there was a kind of ascending broadening wedge, which is a bearish figure, and also a small double top. So as you can see, there is a top here higher than the second one, and it goes down. So there's a possibility, but for here, the cup and handle should have how can I say, win. The reason why is that It's a bigger figure, so it can there's an implication of more time blocks, so it's more reliable than a small figure like this rolling wedge here and this small double top. But this is the two figures bearish that won, so we went in another wedge, but a descending one, which is less width, so there's more compression of the excuse me, at the beginning of the wedge there's more compression of the prices. And as you can see here, because it's a bullish figure, so it means that the price are supposed to go higher. We don't know yet where usually where it would go, but during the wedge, in the wedge, it's supposed to go north. And after that, that's what it does. So we have here the kind of top that is higher for the first, and we have a kind of second, but that's not the figure here that I see. I mean clearly, the figure clearly is a descending triangle here. So we have the small rounding top and double top, I can say. This is the neckline here. And also we have the triangle. The triangle, if I can see the neckline, I mean the trend line. Okay, so it means that it's supposed to go south because you have all the tops that are going lower, and it's equal for the bottoms. So this is a figure well known, and it's supposed to go south, as I mentioned, so that's what it does. But for a position, I will have here after many pullbacks and all that. So as you can see, there's like 90% of times there is a pullback just to retest the figure and be sure that after where we wait, we can take a clear position on the asset. So after this triangle, it goes down to create, I thought it was maybe a cup and handle. This is not the case. It was a possibility. We needed scalping always to have the clear portrait of what is possible as scenario for bearish or bullish scenario. It's because it goes fast, and this is coin that has no value. In fact, for me, I mean, you have to understand that there's no fundamental, so it can go in every direction very, very fast. So what I will do, I will bring my BTC tab here to see what happens. Oh, it has break the bear flag to the south. So it's very bearish. That's why we see AI16Z in not a good position, if I can say. Okay, so what happens right now? We are in the real pulse of the market. It's here that it starts. So first of all, we're going to trace a trend line. What did happen in the last minutes? So it was a descending channel with the channel has been break out to the south, and there was a reintegration here. Just to explain to you the two candlesticks, you have the red one, which is very, very big, and you have the other one, the green one, which is bigger. So it finishes here. The closing prices are higher than the previous starting prices, if I can say. So what it means, it's what we call a bullish engulfing. In bullish engulfing, usually it's something that brings you to the north, or like create a figure that is bullish. So it happens often, and this is the case here. So what can happen with this? First of all, we have a kind of, it's not a bear flag for the one who can ask, because oh, it can maybe a bear flag. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, this is a wedge. I see. Okay, this is a wedge. So the wedge, the ascending wedge, it's another bearish figure. So what it means is you have a kind of bear flag, but also it could have been to the north. There was more probability with the figure that it goes after that it goes to the south, but at the beginning it would have been possible because it's a kind of double bottom and it's a bullish. But the problem is it has formed after a wedge. So at this time the wedge is the real figure here, and as you can see it has break to the south. Right now there's backup, there's pullback, sorry, to this wedge south line, if I can say. We're going to retest this line very often, probably. Or if it's too bearish, it will just not be able to reach the line, or only to try to pull back in like 1 or 2 maximum and it goes down. So it happens. But and it's also a double top that we can see that can happen here. So this is the neckline of the double top. Sorry for my draw, I'm not so as you can see, it's directly on the neckline of this double top, and double top in 1 minute's block, 2 candles. It's not what is more reliable, but it seems to do its work right now. There we go, to the south. And also a double top usually is creating a rounding top, not always, but the rounding top would be here, the neckline, if there is a bearish trend that is created. That it seems the case. So right now what it's doing is going to retest the neckline of the double top, and also the Bollinger Bands. I don't know, for the one who don't know the Bollinger Bands, it's really accurate, it's incredible. And you have 3 lines. You have the superior one, the mid, and the lowest one. And this is what they use often, like the bots or traders, to have a portrait of the amplitude of the movement and the volatility this time. So more, it's there's broadening. The lines are a bigger distance from the other, so it means that there's more volatility. When it's really small, like here it seems to start, so it means that there's less volatility. So when there's more volatility, it means that there's a big movement that is in preparation, but we don't know for sure where it goes. But right now, as you can see, we made the rounding top, as I mentioned, that it was a possibility. So for now, we can validate the wedge here. It's really a wedge, so it's going south, and it's really maybe a rounding top. When I say maybe, it's that there will be a lot of pullbacks as well. But for now, it goes to the south since we saw the different figures. So pullbacks, it's really incredible, the precision. As you can see, they are directly on the neckline of the rounding top. And there are also the, I didn't mention, for the wedge. Oops, sorry, it will be, okay, for the wedge, the neckline, I always use the closing time. Because we're in scalping, to have the easier way to have the real amplitude of the movement. For instance, here with the trend line, which touch more than 3 points, which is very reliable usually. As you can see, when it goes up, we were, and often it's how can I say, closer than the previous one, but we were really at the beginning of the movement. So someone who take a position, so it didn't goes very up for this one, but for instance, this is a place after breakout and pullbacks to go and take position, but you can take position with a 50 leverage, for instance. It's not an advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I just explained to you what I will do. So what there is right now, it was a kind of rounding bottom while I was speaking. Sorry, that was information. Maybe there will be a cup and handle, we just don't know. But the reason why is going back is to test probably the wedge and also the Bollinger Band here, superior Bollinger Band. So maybe it will be rejected after and goes down also, because the figure is still in confirmation, but we're not sure right now if there's a validation. So after pullbacks, if he's able with the buyers to go to reach, it's not reaching the point here, it's reaching the point where the prices are. So right now this is here that you will have to test as well, but I mean there's a continuation. That's what I want to explain. For this line, for instance, if I go I just extend this line, you will see that if it goes higher, it's going to be a resistance. If it pass after, it becomes a support. So for now, the rounding bottom has been made directly on the closing price, which is very nice figure. It's kind of maybe perfect figure. For the one who don't know, I'm using who don't know, I mean this software. It's TradingView. It's incredible how you can have fun with this and be able to analyze the market. Very nice. I don't have any promotion here. I'm just saying that it's a good service. So, and this is, sorry, okay. So this is the rounding bottom here, as we can see. There's a lot of possibilities in the near future. For instance, I'll give you just an example. We can make here, maybe, we just don't know, head and shoulders. For instance, goes there. If the price is going maybe to test the wedge, as I mentioned, or I don't know, so it could do that, and it could do that after. But this is just one of the bearish possibility. And for now, what I think, it's probably if there's one or two others candlestick, we'll look at it, or if there's a breakout, no. But I mean, there's good chances to make a kind of rounding here. So, or I mean, rounding or cup and handle, but I don't know yet because there was a breakout. If it's a cup and handle, it could be here, the neckline, because you have the rounding. Here is retesting and like between the Bollinger Band and the potential neckline of this potential cup and handle. So if he's doing the cup and handle, is going to reintegrate, probably test the SMA9, which is the mobile average of the 9 last periods. So it's really precise in scalping to have the pulse of the last minutes, in fact, as well. So if he's going to reintegrate, he could do something like that, try to test, make a bottom and go up north. This is a possibility. When I put here kind of rectangle or whatever, it's only to show you easier the figure could happen. So what we see here is the reintegration. I will explain to you why there was a sign of reintegration. So he tested SMA9 and Bollinger Band mid, which are at the same place for now almost. And as you can see, they were rejected. So they try again, they are directly on it. Yeah, so it comes back. So it's a pullback. That's what we call a pullback. So it's testing. But there's a force with the bears, I think. It goes down maybe. Probably if there's a bullish scenario, could be what we call a double bottom. If it's able to have a rebound here, double bottom is to go I2. So we have the cup and handle maybe, and the yeah. So the okay, I'm just looking at the candlestick right now. It will finish. 10 seconds left. Oh, that's great. It seems to be a cup and handle, because here what you have, it's a hammer that we call, small body on the top, and the price went down, but it has been repurchased. So this is a confirmation of the cup and handle. As you can see, it's not perfect, but this is, and it goes up at this time. So it's going probably to test, first of all, the Bollinger Band superior, and also here the wedge following line, the north line, if I can say. He has been really it was violent, the rejection to the south on the Bollinger Band superior. Again, he's going to test, I think, again few times. So I'm going to draw the cup and handle here. Tell me if you're better to draw on TradingView than me. I would like to learn from you, because oof. Okay, kind of neckline that we identified just before. He's trying to test it. He was rejected to the north. Again, test. Oh, yes, it goes down. I say yes because I have a position right now. I took this position when I saw that the cup and handle, not the cup and handle, but I mean the figure just before. Okay, here, that's it. The double top, I mean. So I took position right here. And when I saw rounding, I wasn't sure here that, maybe he's going to make a cup and handle, whatever. And whoops, no, it goes down because Bitcoin went down. So here, I mean, the cup and handle, I said confirmation, but it was confirmation that it has been made, but no confirmation with the closing price. It's the closing price that is really important. So as you can see, is fighting directly on the others, is fighting to have a double bottom. So buyers are now fighting against bears. So is directly, what it is, this one? Directly on the neckline of the possible, but it's not the case right now. When we saw the possible head and shoulders, but it's not the case. So there's a possibility. I will erase this one. Probabilities are with, for now, a double bottom, because there was a rebound on this line. What is this line? This is the first bottom. It was like before when I mentioned that for double top bearish figure, the first top should be equal or higher than the second. Here is the difference. So the first bottom need to be equal or lower than the second one, because the second one, if is as you can see, I will trace a line, kind of trend line, if I can say. We go to closing prices. Whoops, sorry. So for the closing prices, for instance, here, as you can see, there's not a lot of amplitude, but I mean the price are going higher. So this is, it could be a valid, and it's a valid in I mean, it has been made, but it's not valid closing. Oh yeah, it's valid for a closing time. I didn't see. So we have a double bottom. There's pullbacks just to test it and be sure to. But the line of the double bottom is now here at the closing time. Oh no, sorry, it was on the closing time of this one. This one, the first bottom. Try to break out. It could have been a cup and handle. It's not the case. Whoop, it goes down to form the second bottom, and as you can see, it passed the line of the. So I just closed my position for just to tell you. So I close my position right now because I see a double top and I don't want to lose. So there's pullbacks, but I don't care. I mean, I have my money. That's fine. Good. I had like I think it's 30%. So that's nice. So probably there will be a top. We will see a little top. There's 30 seconds left, but why I'm saying this is because there's a kind of candlestick that form usually and often, I mean, that they form tops or bottoms. So it means that the same one, if you're seeing this on the top, you said, okay, there's probably a top coming soon. It's not perfectly reliable, but it's maybe more you have candlestick of this kind, more it's reliable. So you can have like a 70 to 80% reliability, for instance. For here, this is very nice. In here, I will explain to you. It's almost not the same thing, but I mean, it's all candlestick of tops. The first one here, for the one who will ask, I'm not in position right now because I don't know where it goes. There's a lot of pullbacks. So, okay. So the two in the mid, you have one which is a really, really small hammer. There's another name I don't remember, but this is a kind of top or bottom candlestick. The second one also, it's an inverted hammer. So the body in green is lower than the where the price went. I mean, the price went higher, but it wasn't sustainable. But at the same time, they mentioned the price to the previous candlestick. So this inverted hammer could be a top, and it was because the price went down. So it was expected. And same thing here. So it responds to the technical analysis. And right now, probably what we will have, it's not a double bottom, but a double top. So here, and the second one is at the same price. Exactly. It's incredible. Equal to the first. So there's a possibility. This is the biggest possibility for now. Could be a triple bottom also. Maybe try to retest this line. If the triple bottom is lower than the second, same if it's equal to this one, it's not a triple bottom, following the theory, because it's always that the second or the third need to be higher than the previous one. But it seems to be a double top for now. So it changed very, very, very fast. So to complete what I was talking about the candlesticks, here you had three candlesticks that are kind of tops too, and they have, it was the case. So the probability is 1 here, if I can say. So you had a long hammer, you had what we call the dragonfly doji, and another hammer. So dragonfly doji, it means that the opening here, it's kind of perfect. Dragonfly, wow, it's a perfect dragonfly doji. It's incredible. You don't see often. So what it means that the beginning, the starting price or entry price of the block is at the same price of the closing price, but went down during the block of time. So this kind of candlestick also significate a top usually. It's a temporary top. Sometimes it's only to make a figure, or it's not a top. I mean, okay, you're sure it's going down for 20%. That's not the case. So we have a double top, but I think that we could also create a cup and handle. But it's not the case for now. It needs to be repurchased. So it could this. And why I'm saying this, so you can see, sorry for the draw, the cup and the potential handle, but it's not repurchased for now. So, and there's, no, it's not this. It's a double top. It seems to be a double top. It needs to be repurchased here to close the block time to have a cup and handle, the handle made, but this is not the case. So what we are going to do, it's we are on what I call this is not a theory term, but I'm calling this, it's the foot of the wedge. So as you saw, he was directly on it for a lot of time, if I can say, in 1 minute block time. So what he's going to do is probably going to try to retest it. After pullback, this is a place that I will take a position if it goes down as well. So trying, and as you can see, the Bollinger Band are right now, because there's more volatility, so it's bigger and bigger. So if it goes down also, it will be bigger. So the width between the higher one and the lowest one is bigger because of the volatility. So right now we have an inverted hammer, 5 seconds left. Could be a bottom, but the figure, the confirmation of the second top, there's a confirmation, and the neckline was here. So it has been validated too. Oh, there's a force. I'm in position right here at the opening of this, and when I saw that it passed the Bollinger Band, and it was at the beginning of the second candlestick here. We always need confirmation. So I used 40 leverage on this one. So I'm like here at 29.68. I will put that. It's gonna be easier. Whoops. I hope you like my video. It's my fourth video, second in English. I'm a French Canadian. So 28.68. This is my price. Why I opened a position there? First of all, we had a closing price, that is lower than the foot, and also we had the Bollinger Band that has been passed to the south, and right now, as you can see, there's a lot of force to go south. So we always need closing time, because with this kind of coin, it's really fast. It can go, you can have like a candlestick that is how can I say, big like this. Sorry, it's 8 a.m. here, so I'm kind of sleeping. So sometimes there's a candlestick, well, that can be as big. It's incredible. So if you take a position too early, you're stuck in your position. So what it is right now, they are trying to retest the Bollinger Band, the inferior one. Seems to be, if it finished like this, there's 60% following the expert. I'm not an expert. 60% of probability to be a bottom. If you have many, more probability. Could retest the line, the what I call the foot, as I mentioned. So this line, we'll put this line in another color because it's the main neckline of the different figures we saw. So it does a rounding top, as I mentioned before, and a double top here. So I'm gonna put this on another color. So this is what we can expect the price to go to retest this line. And I keep this dotted line here for you because this is my price. So here, two inverted, no, it's not an inverted, but near to be an inverted hammer. Here, okay, so I close my position here. The Bollinger Band, because it can goes down after, but I know it's going to probably retest first of all the SMA9 and after. So there's a bullish engulfing here. 5 seconds left. I don't want to lose my money. So I got 0.43% by 40 leverage. So it gives me almost 20% of profit, and in 2 minutes. My bank is offering me 3.75% for a year, so I'm going to make it 30 times today. Yeah, so when I have time, I scalp. There is person that are, and I like it, playing Xbox, PlayStation. I do too, but I mean, I prefer to scalp as a hobby, and it's better for the money you have. So could there a possibility here of double bottom, but we're just not there to have a pullback, or maybe a bear flag. Also, I played a bear flag, but it's okay. That's a dead cat bounce. So it seems to be a dead cat bounce here. I will explain to you what is a dead cat bounce. First of all, but it's really cat. So it means that there's a trend, a descending trend, which is really, how can I say, it goes fast down, it goes down fast. And after that, you have a bounce here because it goes up for 2 candle. It's not really the reliability I'm looking for, but we can say that it's possible. I'm not sure because it's not finished. I thought the block of time was finished. So it goes, if I'm drawing this, so from the top, it went down, boom, bang. So it's a bearish figure. So it means that there's a lack of buyers, and it goes down after. It creates kind of rounding top, which the neckline of the dead cat bounce would be here. So for now, we're gonna keep this color too, because this is the new neckline. Okay, it's going to make a bear flag, I guess. I don't know. So could create here a rounding, which is bearish, but seems to top. Here it's not a here it's a continuation trend by the candlestick. Here it's a hesitation candlestick, which is also but there was a triangle also, and the triangle is this one. The symmetrical triangle is a triangle which is a continuation of the trend. So the little trend here that we're going up, and that's what happened. So I wasn't as fast to take position, but I will have maybe, but this is not the case. The amplitude is not very big with the neckline here, but it would have been to test the neckline, a position here at the beginning after closing after the SMA9 passing, sorry. So I can do this with the little triangle. If it goes down, usually if it passed it, is because you know that it's not always, but the probability is it's got going to go to this line, but it seems not the case for now. Okay, 5 seconds to a block of time. It's kind of inverted hammer, so it could goes down. There's more probability now, but he's going to retest the line for sure. I call them big hammer with a big body. Well, this is not a theoretical term. This is my terms. When you're trading, since I'm trading since only 1 year and 3 months, and only 3 months as a amateur scalping for hobby. So yeah, to try to make money as well. So it goes down. So it's probably a dead cat bounce, as I mentioned. So I will erase my prices that I made with my position. So yeah, there was the triangle, but I will trace the dead cat bounce. Try to touch more possible candles. That's what I told you just before. So as you can see, there were bear flag with only 1 foot there too, and it's directly on it right now, forming the rounding top that we expected, and supposed to go down. So it would be a beautiful dead cat bounce, which you see often in bear market or bear trend. I mean. So directly on it, you can see it's really precise, and it's always on closing time usually. So first of all, you will need power, if I can say, to go down to pass this line, and after that probably to test the Bollinger Band inferior. If you like my video, you can subscribe and activate the notifications. I'll try to make videos maybe 3 times a week. So if you're interested, you can also ask me questions or give me suggestions or comments. It's very, very welcome. But yeah, so thank you very much. So the new trend line, as you can see, I tried to touch most point, and we are at the beginning of the other movement. So I'm not in this right now, but it could be possible to take a position here directly when it break out the line. So if I would have traced this line just before of this candlestick, as you can see, there's a pullback. So it's a double bottom. Probably 3 seconds is gonna be as you can see here, it's the neckline, because it's the closing candlestick, which was at the same price, because in crypto there's no there is, but not often there is gap. So as with silver or gold, for instance, so you have a double bottom, so it's bullish. We're supposed to test the lines that we just traced before. So that's a bullish, and that's bullish because this one is higher than the first one, as I mentioned. I repeat always, but it's just to help people to understand. It's when we saw things often that we can integrate this information. For me, it's how it works. So we have confirmation, not validation, because it's maybe going to test with pullbacks, but there's a confirmation that it was double bottom, not a dead cat bounce, because for a dead cat bounce you need to pass this line, which was the dead cat bounce line. So for now we're going to remove this. It's not of actuality, but if it okay, there's 40 seconds left over 60. For now is directly on the Bollinger Band mid and trying to form a hammer or something like that. So what it could be also a rounding, kind of rounding top, but I prefer the double bottom for now. But it's a possible, whoops, making mistakes with TradingView, but as I mentioned, this is the best software. So the rounding I don't think it's a rounding, but for instance, it could be. So it could top there and goes down after. I prefer the double bottom because I will stay with it here that you can see that's what I think it could be. But I'm not in position right now. It's difficult to, that's what I saw. It's difficult to follow when you're talking at the same time. To follow your position. Same if you're on this chart, it's to take and close position. No, that I prefer not to take position, I think. So here we have a kind of symmetrical triangle, which is not reliable because three candlesticks, but it's supposed to go up north, and this is, yeah. Keep this line because it is maybe going to test this line, but it's mini triangle, so I don't think so. I think it's going to pass very fast. But I keep this. So as I mentioned earlier, it's going to retest. I didn't show you, but as you can see, it's going to retest the foot. Who has been rejected very fast. There's a possibility of cup and handle also. Would be right here. Maybe on this line was the neckline of the double bottom, or just going down, and there we go. Another scenario possible. So if we just resume, double bottom maybe, cup and handle maybe, which are bullish, and rounding top, which is bearish, and it seems to be there's also a possibility of head and shoulders here, possibility. It's difficult to follow this AI16Z, seriously. Oof. This is not my favorite, but he's responding to the good to the technical, analysis today. So trying to retest SMA9 and the Bollinger mid. As you can see, it's very, very precise. It's incredible. You cannot know where it goes, but with the probability, and if it responds, while a good period of time to the technical analysis, that's great, because you can really take good positions if you're respecting the procedure, if I can say, of what teach the theory. So where it goes, directly on the neckline. Always, it's incredible. There's also, we see when you have candles that are almost on the same size, if I can say, it happens that it's a kind of bottom or tops. It's not figures from the theory, but in crypto I just saw that it happened. So we'll have a clear portrait in the next candlesticks. I think 5 to 10 minutes max. And also for the neckline of the potential head and shoulders will be here. But we can have the figure are not often perfect, if I can say. So we can have head and shoulders, and it will be head and shoulders same if okay, we have a small top, but could be like this and like this, But we have to respect usually the bottom here. But in crypto, You have to interpret that it's head and shoulders sometimes, but it does the same job. It goes down. So it's probably going to create, because we had the doji here, up and handle, as I mentioned, as possibility. So right here, and to go up. So the neckline of this cup and handle would be here. So I'm going to erase a little bit because it's a lot of, but I keep this one here, these two ones, because it was big figure that just happened a few minutes ago. So it will be a retest, as I mentioned. So the cup handle and handle is almost finished. It has been touched directly, precisely, but has been rejected to the south. So the bulls are maybe coming back. We'll see. I hear there's a kind of, it's really small, but I will say a kind of range that maybe will take place. Not sure yet. Oh no, it's a cup and handle. It looks like a cup and handle. I would draw it. It's gonna be easier for you to see. So right here, it's maybe not this, we cannot know, but we can anticipate. Like this, like this, like this, and maybe like this. Will be a kind of cup and handle. We'll see very soon. So the scenario right now are a cup and handle, which seems not to be this, because it has been rejected to the south by the Bollinger Band, and seems to have a top. So it's candlestick. If there's hesitation candlestick, that's fine to continue, but here it's a doji, but the block of time is not closed yet. So big possibility of this head and shoulders to go down. Possibility of cup and handle if he's able to maintain the price. Do I see other thing? Also a small rounding here as well, because it could be the handle. Rounding, maybe another small cup and handle, I don't know. And to help you to take position, after mini pullbacks, it's kind of pullback here. I mean, there was a breakout, but the breakout was only during the block time and not at the end. It didn't close at this price. So he tried to fight, as you can see, touch precisely the neckline of this cup and handle. So he's trying to maintain the price, trying to test again the Bollinger Band. That's nice. There's a breakout. If it goes there, I'll take position. Same if I say that I will not take position. Right here, I will place. What I'm doing is, for instance, if I want the price at in closing 28.78, I will put like 28.84. So I'm sure to pass first when I try to buy the asset. And okay, I'm open right now. I open maybe a little bit fast, but I open because I think there's momentum right now. And as you can, I will explain you why also I have this kind of feeling, if I can say. It's because it was just a little bit tight here, and it restarts. Yeah, so there's power to go up, I think. So here is my. I know I didn't have a 78. I had at 79. Okay, right. So what we will have, we have a cup and handle which is validated. So it responds to the technical analysis well this morning. That's nice. So you have here a big rounding bottom, which goes higher than this. Yeah, till here. So maybe you is going there. I will trace the neckline. The neckline will be here. And maybe a future, I just don't know if it's bullish again in a few minutes. Maybe another cup and handle. So we're going to make the cup. Rebound here, maybe a test, a kind of breakout, fake breakout, go down and boom to the north. Another possibility. This is the possibility to the rounding. First of all, this is the possibility for now. And cup and handle, we don't know. It's just a matter to try to find figures in helping to find a trend, because sometimes you have like three figures in one, so it gives more how can I say, power for to determine the trend, in fact. So if you have a cup and handle, you have as well, the cup is a rounding, the handle is a rounding, you have a big cup, a big rounding, sorry, in formation. So it's now bullish. It goes fast with this kind of shit coins. Here we had a double bottom, as I mentioned a lot of minutes ago, and this cup and handle plus this rounding, it's 3 in 1, if I can say. Really, really able, and that's what happened right now. So it's going to test probably this line. It's really near. Rejected for now by nothing. Usually I use FVG and FVJ and order block, but I have problem this morning. I don't know. I will have to talk trading view. I cannot add more than two. The volume is okay, but only two. But I have a plan, so it's supposed to be the more indicators allocated to this plan. Okay, wow, there's a breakout. That's nice. Pullbacks waiting. But I'm in position, so right now I'm in 40 leverage 2. I'm 0.68, 24% or 20%, I would say, profit till now. 1, 2, 3 minutes. He's maybe going to do no, it's not a shooting star, so it's supposed to continue to go up. Here, if I'm looking at the figure, as you can see here, that's nice. It's true, it's the top of the odd before double top. Okay, I closed my position. There will be a strong pullback, I think. So I closed right here, just a little bit lower than the we have 16% before charges, before fees, 16%. There's a good chance of, as I mentioned, cup and handle here. But I will take position in the dip of the handle. Sometimes when I see big figure, like a big cup and handle, I can play the descending trend of the handle too. It's more, how can I say, you're not sure if it will happen as well, but there's possibilities to go down for a good amplitude. So it's something you can short there and long after the ascending part of the of the handle. I'm going to trace it. I'm not a senior, I have to tell you. Okay, so will be here, something like that. Try to draw very fast in 1 minute. You don't have a lot of time. Okay, so I'll try to. So you see, can be a cup and handle. We'll see. So this kind of rounding that we just made, we had a fake breakout. I mean, they had been rejected to the south very strongly, and right now is going to maybe to make a handle, as I mentioned, or a rounding top. There's, how can I say, more than one rounding top possible, but the first one, which is the smallest, would be here with the neckline. So I would change my because it starts to be difficult to see. Tell me if you want me to. I know I just want to be. How can I say, very clear? I'm not a teacher, so. Okay, so I will remove this line because it was the smallest cup and handle. When I say smallest, is that I really think it's a cup and handle. I'm not sure. Could be a little handle to go up. It's changing today. AI16Z, I think, is always changing, but I mean, goes down, goes up. There's a lot of volatility. So there's 20 seconds left to this block of time. If it's this is a kind of inverted hammer, which will be probably a kind of bottom, but it, it doesn't seem the case for the moment. We have to interpret it very fast. That's the thing. Okay, so hesitation candle, which the body is in the middle. You have a big rally to the north, if I can say, and to the south too. I think, I'm not sure as well, but I think it's going to make 1 to 2 candle of bottoms and go and make the handle. We'll see. Okay, but for the MACD, okay, we're near of a crossbear, which is momentum for the bears. So he needs to complete this before this crossbear to have the impulse. This is my interpretation, the impulse of the movement, and go faster. Not faster, but higher. So I will calculate the amplitude, the possible movement. We go to the bottom to the neckline, 1.61% of amplitude. So if it breaks after pullbacks, it goes up. We could expect a movement of plus 1.61%. So if you're taking a leverage of 30 or 40, it's very nice. You can have like between 35 to 50% of profit. It looks like it's an handle because here you can see a perfect doji. What is a perfect doji? It's this almost a perfect. It's the same distance between, I mean, starting closing prices are the same for the G, but also the price went here and here. This is the same distance from the closing and starting price. So that's a perfect G, and it's neutral. When it's neutral, it means often that is bottoms or tops, as I mentioned previously a lot of time. It allows me to draw more clearly. It seems to be a cup and handle. I'll try to give style to my cup. It looks more like a cup. Okay, so the cup is handle is almost completed, but they didn't touch the neckline for now, and probably they will go to test the Bollinger Band Superior. We'll see. Let's go. I want to take position, but for now I don't have position. I just didn't try this one too. No, I just want to be sure. I'm just looking at the amplitude between the neckline and the Bollinger Bands. 0.23%. I will wait here. For me, there is people who are taking position very earlier, but for me it will be here. If it passed the Bollinger Band with strong movement, okay, it's completed for a cup and handle. This is a cup and handle, but you have 20 minutes left before the real confirmation closing time. But it touched really precisely the neckline, as you can see. Very precise this morning. So if it passes really strongly this Bollinger Band, I will take position right away. Or if the closing time is just up this line, so I'll take position. So I have to, the things of the scenario, obviously it's to know where you have to buy. So I will buy at 28.99 if it's the case for a long, but we're not there right now. Let's go. Oh, as you can see, it's incredible. It touched the neckline, as I mentioned, and it touched the SMA9, has been rejected to the north. So is incomplete completion of the cup and handle. Seems to be the case, so we'll wait for him here. No, I have to change my price because the Bollinger Band is more width, as you can see. Oh, it could be a double top too. I thought this one was higher than the other one. There's two possibilities here: the cup and handle, and and a kind of double top. Boom. Other possibility. But for me right now, I think because we're still in cross bull on the MACD and the RSI is not very high at 56. I think it's more bullish, but it's maybe not the case. So I don't have any position because there were no clear direction. Imagine if I took position here, I was a really bad situation with minus 0.60%. It's incredible in 1 minute. So there's a double top, which is there's a confirmation. The neckline is here in the middle between the two tops, right here. Sorry for my English. I hope please be indulgent. This is my third language, second language. Okay, it passes here. You remember the and closed directly on. You remember here the possible, but it was not the case. The possible head and shoulders. Here we have the rounding top, which is confirmed. As I mentioned to you, the double top make usually when it goes to the figure, it makes a rounding top often. Same if the neckline is here, there's a lot of chance to make the rounding top. So for now, we're bearish. I'm not opening a position, but I'm bearish right now because the handle is not of actuality, if I can say. But it has been confirmed because there were really a breakout to the north, but not a lot of buyers, or I don't know, a lot of shorters that didn't allow the prices to go further to the north twice. So for now today, it's finished for me. I hope you liked the video. You can subscribe to my channel, and I wish you a good day. Bye bye.